We continue our video series with Renat, CEO of RevOS, a partner with us in Vista Analytix. This month's video covers two ingredients to a successful program to uncover objective insights from strategic customers and prospects. These are number one, ask open-ended questions. Number two, assign interviewers who have no pre-existing relationship with the client or prospect. While there are other important attributes to successful customer and prospect insight programs, and we will cover the others in a future video, just adhering to these two will ensure you implement an effective program to gain the key insights needed to significantly accelerate growth.
When we saw a really rich set of data, which Rick and AskForensics built over the years of operations, that's basically really a gold mine for any company which really operates in the domain where we are operating, and really excited about this partnership. And I also prepared a couple of questions to go through to really explore what the AskForensics does and how this potential could generate additional revenue and also prevent churn from our customers. What are the questions you ask? Like, what is this magical question? And can you provide some examples? I know that sometimes it's very industry specific or case specific, but maybe you can see some patterns there.
Well, I can't give you all the questions because those are our secret sauce. But what is important is to ask open-ended questions. Now, let me preface that. I think when you look at any type of voice of the customer program, stat-driven surveys are important. I mean, you get the metrics that you need, you can do analyses on those, and those are valuable. And those are typically, those answers are from typically your client-facing teams. But when you're at the senior executive level, interviewing in the C-suite or in the SVP, EVP levels, you need to engage in open-ended questions and listen and let them talk, because those executives, number one, want to open up, and number two, it's when you let them talk that you truly peel back that onion and get to those nuances. So if any company is looking to implement a program that is strategic, if they want to outsource that, come to groups like us, right? RevOS and AskForensics, little plug there. But if you want to do it internally, make sure that you're keeping it at an exploratory level. And another piece of advice is don't put your salespeople or account management people on this task, because they are too close to it. Renat, if you're my day-to-day client, if I ask you any kind of question, you're not going to want to get confrontational or maybe be too honest.
Right.
So always have someone removed from that day-to-day relationship to do that.
Yeah, that's very, very good point. I think many people, especially when this kind of customer-client, customer-vendor relationship, they're not that lengthy like a family relationship, but I think it's very close to it, right? So once you're becoming very familiar, very close to your customers, and you maybe not asking the tricky questions, right?
Or you're masking the answers. Now, it's interesting. You asked what kinds of outcomes have we seen, and it's interesting. Just to share one right now, we evaluated a $10.5 million piece of business. By that, the total contract value over 5 years was $10.5 million. And in the first assessment that we did, we found that the account was vulnerable. And in fact, I think we rated it a 4 on our 1 to 10 scale. So it was, it could go either way, but it was right there in that vulnerable range. And we uncovered strengths and some other issues, but the most pronounced weakness that we uncovered was employee benefits. The way that our client was compensating the on-site team that were employees of the provider. It was an emotional issue because that was impacting the client's employees in other areas, and so they were at risk of losing that account. And we learned that the provider needed to take immediate action to resolve that. Now, fast forward 3 years, we came back into that same company and did another assessment, and it became a strong account. We rated it an 8,
Oh.
and we very few accounts are strong. And my guess is your data points to that too, Renat. And what we found was that our client took our findings, acted on them, and resolved the issue. They got it off the table. And that's what you want to have happen, so you don't come into that renewal event and the competitors, your competitors, are coming in with fresh eyes, seeing the things that you should have been seeing and addressing all along. That's the world we live in, and what we want to enable our clients to proactively achieve.